All right, anyways. Already, straight up firefights. Scattered through the rest of the map. Huge nade stops the push from that spike. Okay, looking into this one, Mamba. Only 2 players remaining, but Vibhor and Hoax finding somehow a thread to the needle, equalizing the numbers from 4-2 to 2-2, while plugging up on Heaven here. Lightningfast. Oh, wow, that is not well placed. Look at how he sneaks already right in front. Hoax! Almost had a even opportunity there to sneak one in. Will spot out Vibhor here. And now both know each other. That nade is going to flush out Vibhor. He has to respect that, and he can actually have this right now. Vibhor's going to be running in. Lightningfast perfectly reads the situation. Vibhor re-challenging. Going back into cover is perfect for Lightningfast here. It's a dance to the death. And it seems like, excuse me, Vibhor is playing this perfectly, even though, again, that thing is already half. Okay, the rotation. Okay. You go for it. You go for this one.
Oh, that's right. Fragment going in, trying to delay the push onto A short. skillZ will fall back. We have HellrangeR, who might just be able to get the drop, but Lightningfast is going to be on the alert. He might just be able to find the drop on that, but skillZ drops down, does not connect the shot. Side team is watching the backstab, and SkRossi being so aggressive. Misses the shot, gets taken down by Ember. That is so unfortunate, but Side coming in will not be able to do any damage whatsoever. That is unfortunate. It all comes down to KappA once again, I believe. He's going to try his best to bring this back to his team, but it's not going to be easy. The Haunt coming in. Is he going to push through the Nebula? I'm quite sure he does. As a matter of fact, he finds the first one. He needs to find the rest over there, but KappA doesn't want to stop. He wants to go in with the classic.
How? Everybody was looking towards mid. How does KappA get away with this and backs away straight onto site? The numbers advantage. Now for God Squad, they still don't really have the better weapons. And Vibhor, talk about this man making things happen.
30 seconds left.
And based on your experience, an absolutely great frag altogether. One's going to be just tucked away at the back of the site. That is going to be Lightningfast. Exposes himself, but the shot still wonderfully connects. And this is looking to be a thrifty round.
Hold on to the site.
I mean, they started trying to do that. Oh! KnightRider riding into the sunset as he just dashes in, finds HellrangeR, unfortunately. SkRossi using that Nightfall for cover. It's getting closer and closer, but legs up in the wall and the Cosmic Divide. Lightningfast, though, comes in with aggressive intent. A showstopper hits 2, and they are plugging it up. A 180. The sustainability that Hoax brings to the table, I don't think it's as strong as we kind of hope it for. KnightRider, though, primes himself, waits for it. But if he tries to dash into this, Null Command is always available for his teammate. HellrangeR's holding the fort, but they've doubled up. And it's resulted in them being taken away here. Well, if it doesn't work a second time, a third time, why not go for a fourth time? Mix up their buys. The threat level is big. The risk as well as great, but again, because of just how well these guys play, it is going to work out well for them. The dash in. Re-peeking onto SkRossi. And KnightRider finally there, but yeah, that's hella awkward. They still know that Lightningfast is here with the fight. The nade forces Hoax to push right in. There's the slow. Sees the Prowler. Actually find KappA peeking in. If he hits his headshot, at least that gives him a fighting chance. Now he can try to plant that spike. Lightningfast left with the in hand, and he finds, gets found.
It wasn't God's range, though. God's range trying to win.
Well, tongue twister. Oh my God, no way. You bite your tongue, sir. He got tagged by the dart. He had the Odin in hand. But unfortunately, the blades were just faster. Who was it again? Jason Statham on Expendables that says, my knives are better than your gun. Anyways, it's only skillZ and HellrangeR, but they're all the way on push through that. Ace.
But KappA knows that. He knows for a fact that there could be players waiting outside, so he's just waiting the moment he gets some information he was going to try and take the fight. But unfortunately, he can't. He had information that from mid, there is a lurk coming in with KappA skills both being taken down. Lightningfast is not having any of that. With the Bulldog gets 3 for himself. Ember finally gets a trade, but it is too late. The damage has already been done. And Sai, finally, after God knows how many rounds, shows up on the server, gets that crucial kill on the lurk. And now we have
30
HellrangeR.
seconds left.
B,
As a sole
especially
player
that
surviving.
we are looking at this 5 versus 3.
Oh yeah, but we're gonna have a quick
30
rotate
seconds
coming
left.
in. Lightningfast is gonna be following his teammate. skillZ could possibly use the fragment to delay the push. He does use enough to get that information. And opts a flash up, but does he have enough? He does use the fragment to delay the push, but the showstopper will. Oh my lord! Still gets 2. Perfect. Using skillZ. Are you kidding me?
Spike down,
Are you
B.
kidding me? It all comes down to 1 versus 2,
seconds
all
left.
down to side, but the door is closed. Unfortunately, it was supposed to be God's range round, but now here's Sai all alone with 3 seconds left. There's not a lot he can do, and skillZ will try and take the gun down, which he won't
Mid once
succeed.
again. This time, Lightningfast is moving, so we'll see if he's going to have the reaction time perfect for this one. Fading out, or forcing a dash away from KnightRider here. But still, they're hovering towards side dreams, undeterred. Always finding that entry frag, and Lightningfast is angry. He is not done just yet. Hoax trying to just squeeze through all the way through short SkRossi. Now here as the guardsman of the angle. Yet, although reapproaching A, is going to be KnightRider first on the contact. Does have the dash. Ember's been spotted. KnightRider gets the pick in the end. Vibhor. Oh, that smoke is awkward. Like, it actually saved Vibhor. There's the push. 1 more to remain, and that's going to be HellrangeR. And he's creeping his way all the way through A main, but now has been spotted.
Now he has, and Nitro is going to try and creep up with the frenzy. Will walk straight into the dark
30
core if he needs to.
seconds
But I believe HellrangeR has been spotted. Will get taken down as
You
well.
have that buy round of theirs, though.
You do have the buy round, but here's the thing. KnightRider, all he needs is 1 orb to get the Blade Storm. All he needs is 1 kill, and he's going to be set for this buy round as well. But even though he might have an inferior weapon, he realizes that with 1 kill, he could turn the tide around. But look at him playing so close inside the dark cover alongside his teammate. Rossi has walked up close, but is he going to be able to find the kill? Rossi does get spotted. KnightRider trying to find the kill, will not be able to. Rossi barely clinging onto his life, but oh my lord, Vibhor tried his best.
enemy
Rossi was
remaining.
like, not today, son. Lightningfast is only getting 1 more kill. God's Reign finally gonna have a decent boy to work with. Hoax in the meantime.
Oh.
Getting a lot of information. KnightRider with the operator straight up goes, and now he also has
Spike
the
down
Blade Storm
A.
available now for him. But I don't think he's gonna need it. HellrangeR finding a pick for himself towards long, but his
Paranoid to follow
30
through.
seconds left.
But it's only really the operator that they've spotted. And look at that Paranoia clearing it out. Hoax, though, holding on. HellrangeR TPs across. Finds a target. Hits the shot. 2 versus 1. Did he use all of his stars already? Actually, he has placed the last 2 on A. Yep, he's going to reclaim it. Try to pressure it for B, but HellrangeR able to just, again, sneak his way in. Ember, though, going to be alone for a big fat of a couple seconds here. You know that he's there. Finds 1 first. He's going to be trapped. Now knows that they drop onto the site. He's going to wait for his teammate on respect here. KappA's coming into the corner. He's alone. skillZ is kind of alive. And try to force him just to peek line up beautifully for the damage. Hoax waiting here on spawn. See if they're actually going to reposition. HellrangeR, very, very sneaky. Able to thread through on short. Maybe open things up. He's looking to try to get to peek right in. This forces a bit of movement onto God Squad. Very awkward as they do find Vibhor to flash. Nothing onto KnightRider. Finds 1. Now he's just getting a little bit more information on where this other player is. Last player is actually. Does he know that KappA actually got the root on the side? Absolutely not. Now it's turned into the 1 versus 1. Also has the Nightfall here. So he can at least use it as soon as he plants the spike. But no. He's just going to be aggressively peeking. Dry peek. It's the better of the 2. Awkward, but no.
Oh no, Lightningfast is best to go in, but will get taken down because of the wall being placed to perfection by Hoax. Buying so much time and rendering that Nightfall useless, but with the recon dart going in, they're going to have so much information to work with. Vibhor trying his best to stay alive will be taken down, will get shut down. And the Nalkamon. Ooh, what? HellrangeR being shut down with the frenzy at that range has to hurt.
And they pick up weapons too. They've been armed. Oh no, this is bad. This is very, very bad. KnightRider's holding on with the operator here onto the corner. Ember. Doesn't miss the beat and turn into the 2 versus 1. KappA is alone at the back of the site because of that Cosmic Divide. It will go down, though, in just a couple of seconds. But he needs to be peeking into this one already. Anybody starting to defuse? He can't hear this. But they're just waiting for him to peek out. Rifled with cheeky little double peek spray. Speaking of sprays, Vibhor is whiffing a little bit here. Has to back into cover. Needs to maybe get the help from his teammate, but never mind. Picks up 2. SkRossi does get that Vandal. Takes down Sidedream and is trying to recuperate their losses as he tries to muddle through all the way for the flank. Ember is looking straight onto A main, but HellrangeR, I don't know how effective this will be, because right now Ember is... This paranoia might give away his position. He gets back into cover, and he even smokes himself. So now... Oh, wow. That paranoia actually gave it away and gave Ember time to survive and hold onto A main here. He's calling for reinforcements. Mayday, mayday, but he doesn't need it.
But for some reason, right, the way I heard the thing, it just felt like, but Ember, look at him. He's not going to slow it down regardless. KappA and skillZ being taken down by him with the ghost, and Lightningfast going close. The right click is still just as strong as ever.
Absolutely.
One enemy
Speaking of right clicks, Vibhor, Connoisseur, slowly creeping up, but through art here, they try to go through sewers, and it's going to be a very, very difficult place to try to attack, although HellrangeR will still aggress towards that. Ember, very much aware of the forces that separates them for the rest of the team. He's trying to at least readdress the smokes that he's already placed in HellrangeR. They already know Sidedreams is right here. The timing is going to be crucial for HellrangeR. He's getting back and gets embraced. Hello, welcome to our site. I got you. Shut it down. SkRossi, as the smoke dissipates, does absolutely nothing to stop down Vibhor, who has just been, looking just pretty fantastic with the shots, even with just the Spectre in hand. Taunt not destroyed, gives away the positioning.
5 rounds, you can't write them off. They have the skill, they have the experience to bring this back to life, ladies and gentlemen. And here's an execute towards A. The C is coming in as well, which is going to be a massive problem for God Squad. But look at that Ember in the perfect position. Gets the first drop, needs to find the second as well, which he might, but HellrangeR will shut him down. Hoax has been taken out of the equation as well, but Vibhor is not having any of that. Is going to find but he revives his teammate. It all comes down to KappA once again in a 1 versus 4. Pulls one off, gets the second as well. Can he nail the third? That is the question. That can't happen. KnightRider will come in clutch. Almost pulling it off. It's a fake, and he fell for it. Is Sai going to realize that is a fake? He's going to miss the first shot. Needs to fall back as well. The information will get relayed. The rotation won't be quick enough. KnightRider needs to stay alive, but gets one. Will get quickly traded out. The Vipers can come into picture. And Sai is going to try his best to stay alive. Does have the Blaze Storm available as well, which he is going to use. He is going to pop, but can he find the pick? I'm not quite sure. HellrangeR being taken down, and Hoax needs to stay alive. But once again, the Cosmic Divide comes up now. Rossi's kills, both finding one for themselves. It is still a 2v3. A man disadvantage, but Ember only can find the Viper. He will find the Viper. The con being visible through the pit. Not at all. Comes down to Ember. If he can find the trading man deficit. Hoax is going to be on the rotation. skillZ will get this bike down, but can they find the first pick? skillZ walking into Hoax's crosshair. Will get taken down. And Hoax has a prowler available along with a Haunt, which could get a lot of information, but look at the awareness on the Ross. He knew KnightRider could have been coming in from there. And Rossi's like, you know what? Fine, I'll do it myself. Gets a quad kill. Even then, there's one player alive, and Hoax could potentially pull this off. He knows where KappA is. Walking to KappA's crosshair.
KnightRider is fine because he does have the TP back. Yeah, SkRossi is just patiently waiting for a peek here. But again, that's what we were kind of looking for here for God Squad. Operating in the hands of Rossi, or SkRossi, excuse me. Sidedreams. Waiting. Oh, what an angle. Might not know that somebody is pushed all the way onto B alley, but will not chase on that. Backs away first. This makes God Squad flinch right behind Hoax. I don't think he has any more smokes to actually go for the cross, so every wall bang, every utility just thrown on board. And as the dust settles...
Paradoxical, but Sai is going to be the one leading the charge. Hopefully his team... Oh wait, so you don't want to go in? Rossi getting the pick on the side. I'm not quite sure. He's going to try his best to slow things down. The Cosmic Divide as well, but look at Hoax using the Nightfall to get all the information in the world. Lightningfast will find the first pick. Sai being taken down, but Ember isn't having any of that. But a quick trade to shut him down as well. God Squad still maintain their man advantage, but Vibhor, the man, the myth, the legend himself, goes in, reaches the Cosmic Divide. gives his teammate a resurrection as well, but that haunt isn't good enough, or is it? I feel like Vibhor almost got spotted over there, but Hoax is trying his best to get all the attention diverted towards him, but Rossi not being able to connect that shot. KnightRider is going to fall prey to him. Rossi needs to find the third one as well, which he will. Listen, if he got the fourth one, I would have just quit. Try to stay alive long enough, I'm not quite sure, but he will struggle over here because he doesn't. Ember is going to be there to back him up. Has a bulldog to work with. Rossi still holding that angle, but KnightRider finally will fall prey. Rossi just left. Going in. KappA is not going to slow down either. Ember being taken down. It all comes down to Fade and Sage all alone. Hoax does have a haunt available. Good lineup to reveal and get some information, but Rossi will not get spotted.
That's going to be crucial, though, because Rossi's already waiting for this jiggle peek angle. Hoax finally shuts him down. What a flick from KappA, though. 1 versus 2. Make that a 1-to-1. He's just fast swinging bullets, but it's not really finding its mark. Ember putting in a nice little gravity well. Hoax going to be holding the spawn here first. Spots a bit too much of heat there. Has to back away for now. And SkRossi is still alive on A main. If he survives this, this could turn massive. For God Squad finally shuts it down. KappA takes a bit of damage. Hoax waiting for the push. Gets it. Now HellrangeR spotted. Chasing it down. Does take massive damage. But both of them are actually low. Ember here. What a swing. Quick and fast. Dream. Getting closer and closer. KnightRider, though, did they just basically miss each other? I think Lightningfast spotted him, but not KnightRider spotting Lightningfast. He will call him, but thankfully for KnightRider here, his opponent's a little bit farther away, but no. He's just right at the corner here, and there it is. Picks it up. The A main call was all for naught because this is just going down the drain, down the toilet. We're only up to God's Ember here, and he's alone. Even getting shot. Now let's see how this unravels. SkRossi. Oh. Did not choose to actually purchase any headhunters. All about that sheriff for him. Finds the trap. Side Dreams is on the contact. Now he's not really pushing too far forward. And he's going to wait for with the rest of the team here. Where is that spike? Where will it get planted? Oh, skillZ finds KnightRider here into the corner. The peak! What? It's just is going to be incredibly crucial. There's the Prowler. Spots nothing in the close corner. They're priming the Nightfall. And SkRossi, he's been spotted. He's still holding, but he will not get the headshot, unfortunately. And he's been forced to TP back, excuse me. KappA trying to retaliate as well, but there's Side Dreams with the catch. And this is looking a lot more solid here for God's Reign. Still, they cannot take it away from the board. The HellrangeR and teammate are still alive. They can already because that is just going to ruin, or that is going to set up at least a fightable post plan right now for the attackers. Unfortunately, wall separates the brunt of them, and God's Reign are panicking. They're going to get full blinded. The follow through. Look at the punish. And we're now down to God's Ember 1 versus 1. I don't think KappA... Yeah, I don't think God's Ember knew that KappA was actually off of it already, but
yeah, is really low on HP, so they won't have a lot of leeway to work with. HellrangeR on the other side will have his backstab to worry about, but skillZ is creeping up. He's going to find Ember. Does Ember expect this? This is the question. And it does look like he's waiting for it, but he could probably get timing over there. Ember needs to hold this. If he leaves this even for a second, skillZ is going to walk in and get that drop. I'm assuming he would have heard him right now, but Side trying his best to be aggressive. Can he find the pick? That is the question. Ooh, no way! No!
He also wants to be unseen right now as he tries to creep up into position. He's waiting for his teammates here. Vibhor, bit of a very, very awkward angle. It's just one fragile wall that separates the both of them. Still, though, finds an opening. He's going to be stuck rocking a hard place. SkRossi, though, finds the pick, gets the shot. Side Dreams at least retaliates in the end, but they're going to have to shoot through this one. Through the Viper smoke. They're off it, but they don't know. They're going to have to challenge still through. They've already lost their teammate. They could actually have Vibhor just run all the way through A and revive, but, I mean, that's kind of crazy. In any case, they will be forcing the post plan once again. skillZ, what's the plan? He's looking to go push through the wall. And HellrangeR is priming the flash here first, but there's a 3-man peek. Everybody's right here, already looking for the cross. SkRossi, though, misses the shot. That's going to be a big one. The HellrangeR is still holding on to the angle. Everybody's reloading. It still works out in the end marvelously for them.
But 20 seconds on the clock. They need to commit to this. Rotation is going to start coming in. KappA will start going back, but Lightningfast, does he have enough? Will try and use both his snake bites onto Odd to try and stop him. Gets the first, nails the second. KnightRider, oh my lord, Lightningfast gets one more with the snake bite. And the hesitation is going to be so expensive. It all comes down to the last player standing, but he will get taken down. Losing that player is not going to be easy. The snake bite coming in. They do have a hunt available, which he is going to use, but is it good enough? It is good enough, but the problem is there is solid cover for Hoax to be able to get that kill, but finally he will. Lightningfast overcommitting over there. KnightRider has the operator. Vibhor is going to find HellrangeR. It all comes down to two players. Try and go on the flank, but Vibhor will shut him down.
SkRossi is going to have to hit marvelous shots left and right. Okay, he's hitting marvelous shots left and right, so let's see what he can do, but he's pressed for time.
But even that was too much, was too mighty for the god himself. But regardless, now here we go, 13-12 map and match point for God's Reign. Rossi finding the first one, Vibhor will get taken down, but look at that, can he find that one? No, he can't. Side Dream trying to go in, has the judge to work with, wants to bring the judgment day for the opposition, but it's not going to be that easy.
SkRossi hasn't found it out, and he's still doing damage! Okay, SkRossi against the world. And the world...
Even though the Viper doesn't have it. But the fragment comes in, tries to push him back. Snake bite as well. Vibhor has so much neutral to deal with. But Ember can be the first one in contact. He can be the one getting those picks, but he will get triple beat. That was so unfortunate. And this Ember on God Squad will not slow down. They are getting those picks, and the Vipers coming towards Art will deny any sort of pathway for the retake, and it all comes down to KnightRider all alone in a 1 versus 5 with the operator. You don't get to see that all. Could be the differentiator between them being able to pull this round off or not. The problem is Rossi can't even use it on the whoop because it's right next to him, and skillZ getting one for himself. He needs to find the second, but is buying just enough time for Rossi to be able to come in. That Seize is going to do so much damage in terms of buying time for the opposition, and still trying his best to plant the spike, but will Hoax find a pick? I think so. He did. He does spot out Lightningfast. 20 seconds on the clock to work with. They do have information.
Once they hear that snap, they already know that the operator's not there any further, and he is just not finding any picks here, just not really finding anything. And finally, he gets dispensed. Unfortunately, that means that we're going to be looking at the 4 versus 5. Is Vibhor just going to drop aggressive? He has lost his mind. Yep. He wanted to make a heroic play, but in the end, he's just left like 2 of his teammates to fend off for themselves, especially Side Dream, who is going to be on that operator. They do find 2 simultaneous frags. SkRossi whiffs, and in the blink of an eye, it turns into the 2 versus 2. How do they make this happen? They know that one's going to be the back of the site here. One going to be holding on to B long. The delay tactics, and Ember is alone. I think he might be able to actually go for the wraparound. Oh no. Now that there's no time, he's going to have to showcase himself. 1 more to remain. He has the wall. He's going to run for it. Dead smack center. He has to push forward, but there's no time. Oh. Side Dream's going to at least respect the Prowlers being thrown on B alley here. But the quick adjustment is just to throw their bodies, throw themselves onto A. Lightningfast has showed away his presence. Ooh. His snake bite shallow as it hits the back of the site. Not really good. Ember, though, a little bit too heated there. Oh, they're chasing the skills too hard. Oh, I think this is already it. We're going to go to game number 3. What was that for? All right, it's going to just be Side Dreams. I don't know how well he can actually clutch this 1 versus 4. Repositions.
Enough cover to work with, but it's a great split coming in.
Yeah, no more delay tactics for Vibhor here. He's just full on contact. Popping shots. Gonna be just overwhelmed, but at least he did find some value. KnightRider going to be hovering over the top side here, but not really needed to go for this massive flank, as Side Dreams and Hoax has already stopped the defeat, or rather the plant of that one. Losing control onto Tube. Actually still way out into the open. HellrangeR's been exposed. KnightRider going to be playing Dance of Death with the Ghosts. The Ghosties in hand. HellrangeR going to get up top and personal. But Hoax plays that absolutely tremendously. Now SkRossi, okay, still has that Sheriff of his equips. and shockingly shocks him to death. Breaking the wall here, but Hoax has played very close. Unfortunately, the timing was not to be his. They're dealing massive damage right now as they just peek in and Lightningfast hitting shots left and right. Maybe this is what he really truly needed. Get in on that Reyna, play very aggressive, reset-heavy duelist. And now, it's all but crumbled again from God's Reign. We've seen this happen in the previous 2 games, and we're seeing it happen now in Icebox. They just cannot convert these rounds of theirs. KnightRider's been exposed, and they're going to play this just 3-stack as of the moment. And again, gets to find SkRossi here. KnightRider chasing KappA down, knowing that he's going to have to run for dear life as he takes that massive damage. But this is still going to be a whole lot of delay up against God Squad. This flank from KnightRider is going to be absolutely important. There's the recon dart. This is the perfect time for them to strike. They've exposed basically everybody. Here comes KnightRider for the pinch. And there's just so many angles of attack. Somehow, some way, Lightningfast makes it work alongside skillZ here. Now we're seeing that for God's Reign. They're looking very much invigorated here. But of course, God Squad is still incredibly lethal. Gonna be dipping back into the fight as they do get that wall to get closer into the site itself. SkRossi had to push himself in. Unfortunately, Hoax will be able to encounter him. Planning on default here. KnightRider holding the corner. But somehow HellrangeR has found access to this ultimate. This is huge. Oh, no, they're not going to know that KappA is going to be just at the close encounter. He's waiting. And here comes the flank. 2 on the kill. Recon Dart will explode 1. KnightRider fortunately takes it down. 2 versus 1 here. And HellrangeR still surviving. And he's going to have to try to deal with him. They got the res. They got their teammate back up to full. SkRossi did get back in the end. And Vibhor is not a good position for him. That spike is planted. Wait, what? How did that dissipate? Any case, he finds 2 though. Now makes it very palatable for the defenders to come straight barreling in. That's going to be the pick onto skillZ. They're looking for the last one. HellrangeR caught into the corner. Nobody has started yet to defuse the spike. Now, 2 of them line up. He backs up. Push here onto the B site. They still have the wall. Look at how HellrangeR's just tucked himself off into 2F. Finds 1. Gets 2. KnightRider was able to get the trade in the end. And HellrangeR's kind of stuck here. He needs to wait for the wall once again to cross back into the embracing arms of SkRossi, but he will not actually stop this one. Gets peeked up. Fortunately, God Ember able to get that one and push it into a 2 versus 1 here. SkRossi, does he know about 2F? Going to be occupied by the first onslaught, first ongoer. They don't know that SkRossi is actually backed away on yellow here, so they're going to have to try to clear the corners, as I believe that wall has made them kind of second-guess themselves, and this could buy time for SkRossi to recuperate himself and start pushing in, but thankfully, Ember, he's got the wall.
I think that's going to be a pretty easy
fairly without any bit of resistance, excuse me, from the defenders.
Well, Ember is going to find that pick. Well, there's a lot of action happening there. They need to go in and try and get the retake. Rossi being so aggressive, trying to find that pick onto Ember, which he will. Sai, in the meantime, just trying to go in. He will take down Rossi, though, but does he have enough time? I'm not quite sure. Sai happens to be the only player alive, and he will have...
Still, though, Lightningfast is super low. Oh, he's going to be pushing out. Oh, they're not going to know about this. Oh! Thankfully, Vibhor is there to take down Lightningfast, or else Hoax's life would have been all null and void. And who do we have to remain? SkRossi and KappA, both having lethal utility to work with them. Sniper and SkRossi, and KappA with his ultimate. He shouldn't try to do anything on 2F. Oh, what a track from KnightRider, though, but not enough because of the wall bang. Hoax is chasing hard. Does he know? If he doesn't win this fight, his teammate is in danger as of the moment. But Hoax is playing this so perfectly. Side dreams. But God Squad have all been gone onto the A site, although snipers galore. KnightRider is waiting. Great wall. I don't think they're going to be checking his right corner there before he does get taken down. And God's Reign looking so much better in this particular round, even, or rather, especially with the double snipers.
10 seconds left. Last player standing.
Well, Rossi isn't going to miss that one. He's going to find the pick. Not a lot of time to find the spike, but just enough. Will he get taken down? Yes, indeed.
Now let's get this party started. Lightningfast playing very close already. One Lear, one dismiss. Backs immediately into the corner, and SkRossi, he's unloading all of those prime hand cannon shots. As the dust settles, as we're left with how many players remaining for God's Reign? About 2. Well, actually 2. This is looking not too hot for them. Hoax finds contact, but doesn't find any picks. And you can already see the back away here for Lightningfast. Will find skills and get that top off. That's probably why you see him just having one dismiss, one Lear, so they can't have flash if something gets a little bit too hairy. skillZ, will he actually repeat that? He's already given away his position. But I mean,
where the store was. Use the shock dart to take that Aldrin out of the equation, but that's not going to be enough. Side Dreams coming in, getting that pick onto KappA, but had taken a lot of damage, but his teammate was there to give him some more heals to work with. And Sai is still surviving. Not long enough. The Rossi is going to slap him.
But Ember's, yep, still into position to get that refrag quite quick, excuse me. Lightningfast, I was wondering where he was, but now he kind of joins into the fight. And the reason why I point this out is because he's the only one that really has a strong rifle in hand.
They're going to commit to this. I guess we'll find out in just a bit. But they need to break down that wall. skillZ will stay alive, stay put. Vibhor finding one will quickly get traded out. And this might just be its side. Being taken out. skillZ needs to find one more. Overcommits, unfortunately. And yeah, he loses his life.
Spike down B. Last player
Oh,
standing.
can't get back into cover just a little bit too out in the open. Speaking of which, SkRossi actually TP's back out in the open as well. Ken has a Vandal in hand. There's the spike already planted down. At least has a fair idea that 2 of the players that he's going to be going up against is possibly on yellow here. Closer and closer. Finds the first pick. His real ideal weapon is this sniper already, and Hoax could be playing into the hands of Rossi as he gets closer and closer for the wraparound. No way. No way Hoax was still looking on the side itself. Well, experience and talent, when you mix it all into a bag, it looks sus. Sus as heck, Mamba. But you can't, again, you see that. Such an incredibly amazing player here. Trade for trade, though. Pound for pound. This gets where it gets a little bit tricky now. Do they still have the wall? No, now they don't. Okay, KnightRider. Oh, hold on. KappA still has a very, very dangerous case to make through in this one. Uses the 2F to get closer into the site. The jiggle peek. And now he's being chased down. Vibhor, though, has a whole angle on B-Long that he can pretty ring around the Rosion. But the bump up is making
These
so
are the
much.
2 agents that absolutely need to frag out.
Yeah.
But it's insane to think that they've had so much of an impact in terms of getting those frags. Ooh, trying his best to get that pick, but wasn't able to do so. KappA in the meantime taking down Ember. He's gonna find one more. He finds a third. What?
He just swung out of that murder hole from Kitchen. Hoax.
One enemy remaining.
Yep. All right. SkRossi gets closer and closer.
Slam the spike down. Is the Hunter's Fury going to come in time? I don't think so, but there's one more Hunter's Fury coming in. KappA taking out Ember, but that Viper Spit is going to get taken out of the equation as well because Rossi just pushes in.
Might have been too much of a push in here. As you see, it's Lightningfast and teammate to remain. That is going to be KappA. That Lear, though, allows them to get into a better position. 1 versus 1. That is going to be the recon dart, but at least KnightRider does get through on that. He read it
And
perfectly.
a couple of inches here and there. That is what makes all the difference in the world. Oh, KnightRider being so cheeky. He knew exactly what he had to do because Rossi had been doing the exact same thing for the last 2 rounds. So KnightRider learning from his past experience. The last 2 rounds, this would be his 7th kill. He's created so much impact. The Lightningfast taking out Psy and KnightRider while pushing mid.
And they're not done. Hoax gets spotted already. Tucks himself into the corner.
That they do.
Lightningfast is just slowly creeping up, man. It's just like super slow and going for this flank here.
Yeah, but I think that's the right call of making Lightningfast with a quad kill towards mid. KappA and
To
Lightningfast
a site, right? With the Viper spin and everything. SkRossi hot switching weapons. Unfortunately, that's going to be the trade for him. But skillZ finds Side Dream in the midst of it all. And HellrangeR, I think, is going to be starting to push onto the Viper's pit here. But KnightRider, this is still his domain. KnightRider took some damage from that Viper pit. And HellrangeR with a fantastic flick to supplement that one. Lightningfast, though, cheeky little position on Jail here. And they brought back KappA in this one. I don't think they're going to know that Lightningfast is in position.
30 seconds.
Full control. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, hold on. He's whiffed, but it's only onto the hands of Vibhor, who has no positioning, who's clearly outnumbered, but he's holding on. He's fighting 15 seconds. One big flank from HellrangeR here. He waits, he strikes, and that's it.
That is it, ladies and gentlemen. God Squad is going to come out on top of this one. Also, I feel so terrible. Every time you're saying something, I react to one of these shots.